Good morning. It is Thursday morning, September the 8th, and we're actually beginning the second week, if you will, of our 30-day challenge, our prayer challenge. And so listen, today is Job 42:10, and it says here, "And the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends, and the Lord increased all that Job had twofold." See, Job had undergone a great testing in his faith, of his service toward God. And really, it's a testing that we all go through, whether it's as extreme as Job's case is or not. But the Lord wants to know that you serve Him not for the blessing you can get out of Him, but because you love Him. And so, do you serve God? Is Jesus the means to an end, or is He the end? This is a real question that you have to ask yourself. So if Jesus is not a means to an end, then that means that He is the end. And that means that we're after pursuing Him. We love Jesus first and foremost, and that is what we're after. Blessing or no blessing, we serve Jesus. But then there are those who serve Jesus for what they can get out of Him. And as long as Jesus is blessing, we're doing good. But so this is the life of Job, and this is the end of this entire testing. And what we see here is pretty wild. It says, "And the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends. And the Lord increased all that Job had twofold." See, today's on the 8th day of September here, it is pray for unsaved friends that they would get saved. Listen, we need to pray for our friends. We need to believe God that those in our lives that we were friends before we were saved, that God will save them. Those are people who need Jesus. And so today, I want you to concentrate your prayer efforts on those friends in your life that need to be saved. Pray for them. Believe God for their salvation. Pray that God's going to send laborers across their path, that they'll be able to live for Him just as you are living for Him. So I want to challenge you today, and the 30-day prayer challenge is today of praying for unsaved friends. So believe God. You do like Job. Let Job be your example today. Let him be our example, that we're going to pray for our friends. And when we do, God's going to restore our fortunes. And He's going to, it says here, the Lord increased all that Job had twofold. But it's not for the sake of increase. God blesses us so that we will be a blessing to all the families of the earth. God blesses us so that we can give. Have an open hand. An open hand receives and gives. There's no holding on to anything. But a closed hand holds on to what it has, but it cannot receive anything else. And so listen, we got to be a people of just that are willing to pray and seek the Lord. Prayer must be what drives everything we do. If you won't talk to God, then how can God move? James said, "You have not because you ask not." The reason we haven't asked is because we haven't prayed. And our life of prayer can't simply be our demand list for God, but really prayer needs to be communion with Him. And if we'll commune with God, God will move on our behalf. Listen, I love you with all my heart, and I believe that you can live this life of prayer and let prayer be the very driving force of who you are and everything you do. I love you. God bless you in Jesus' name.